Welcome to DangerZone 2. Yeah, that's a thing. That's my technical reason right there. There's a 2 now. It's DangerZone 2, and I've just got the shakes all of a sudden, and I'm suddenly all overcome with terror, possibly terror, but also excitement, because I'm enormously excited to share with you now. If I can flip to the right window, I'm in studio mode, aren't I? That's why that's not happening. That's what I want to get rid of. Hello! Yeah, so this is a thing. Brig almost went out for a walk. Good catch. Technical too. Yeah. Hello everybody. Good evening and welcome on Tuesday the 7th of July. So after all the chat about it last week, and when there was going to be a 2, I decided, and I sort of hinted at it during the stream last week, that this was going to be coming, and that this was going to be rebuilt from the ground up, which is exactly what's happened, because it's been about maybe 15 months, I think, since I first came up with the idea for DangerZone and implemented it, and it was fun, and I think we've proved the concept works, and I think most people seem to enjoy it. It's not a question burner, it's quite intense, and it seemed like a good format, but the code was horribly written. There were too many things that were not bugs, but they were just sort of, as a result of bad programming, meant it was difficult to edit. There were things that could go wrong. So I thought the best way to do it, and there were quite a few things I wanted to add in that were just going to be easy to do from the start rather than from, edit back in. So after the stream last week, probably Wednesday morning last week, I thought, well, let's just see how long this takes. Originally, DangerZone was meant to be Saturday week from now, and then I pulled it forward to next Tuesday, and then I decided, so I finished it this afternoon, and I thought, let's do it tonight. Why not? Because I've been sort of slightly engrossed in it over the last few days. I'm not completely engrossed in it, but it's been on my mind the last few days. So my head is in the zone for DangerZone, so to speak. It has been tested. It is more robust than DangerZone 1, so I think it's less likely to go wrong. I will talk you through all the changes in just a minute, but first of all, let me say hello to everyone that I've got in the stream after all the set game chats go up. So good evening, Storm Vision and Towboy and Cola and Cetra and JPB, Star Skunk, Clive of Legend, Keshi Head, Persephone's Twitch bots here, that's always good. Puzzle Dan, hello. Not Quizzy Dan, Puzzle Dan, hello. And Dogfish, and Drahuska, and Ash, and Storm Vision, and JPB, and Dogfish, Keshi Head, Brig Bother, Lingo Maniac, Tyson Bain, good evening to all of you. 8 Minky, hello. Is that everyone? Nightbot's here, that's always good. Cetra, thank you for the host. Score count, good evening. Connor, hello, thank you for the host as well. And anyone I've missed, welcome to the stream, and thank you for all the PogChamps. I was anticipating a lot of PogChamps. Poker Joker, welcome, hello to you. Carves 7th, thank you for that host as well, Ash. Yeah, DangerZone 2, let's get dangerous. I think he made a DangerZone 2 in his pants. Very nice, thanks for sharing that. Bill Kiasco, Kazvez, good evening. And Dr. Mummy, hello. Lovely to have you all here. Thank you so much for joining me on this Tuesday evening for the slightly spontaneous, but also slightly not spontaneous match of DangerZone. We are still going to play the code later on at 9:30, and then we're going to go and raid Raw Justice, who is it's a YouTube premiere of the final of the top 10 UK game shows, and Ash, I know, is going to feature on that as well, our friend Ash, so we'll go over and show some support for that at 10, so we'll try and finish on time. Hello Wallix, welcome to the stream, nice to see you. Now, DangerZone 2, let me run down some changes first of all, because they are the central format is pretty much the same as it's ever been. It's a danger zone we all know and love, but there are some significant changes to the build, which I would just like to briefly go through with you, if you'll indulge me before we play. Final results are interesting. No spoilers, actually. Look forward to seeing what they are later on. So first of all, there's opening credits. As you've seen, I've been doing opening credits for most of my stuff recently, so yeah, opening credits. And as you probably heard as well, I've recomposed a lot of the music. In fact, all of the music, apart from the lock-in and the eliminated stings, has all been slightly recomposed. So that might be a little bit of a, oh, I don't like that, but I think it'll grow on you. One of the biggest changes is that there is a new help as well as a multiplier. There is now an option called nerf. Now, what nerf does, you can use it on one question at any point before round 5. Again, you can't use it in round 5. But if you nerf the question, it takes it out for you, and you get points equal to half the number of people currently in the lobby. Rounded down. So if there's 13, you would get 6. Now you can nerf one question and one question only, and once your nerf is gone, it's gone. You can't use it again, and likewise you can't use it on round 5. So that's the nerf help that you've got, and again you can use that at any point, but bear in mind lots of people might be using the nerf. Could make some interesting reading with the scores. I'm not quite sure how it's going to play into the actual game itself. We'll look at that in a bit. The Danger Zone lobby now has unlimited capacity. Rather than arbitrarily stopping it at 36, there is now capacity for unlimited players. So yeah, time for the nerfless panda. There is something I'm actually going to add to the Hall of Fame, which I'll talk about in a minute, the Hall of Champions, I've called it, where I do want to get a little panda emoji for people who do manage to do the panda, but we'll get to that in a minute. So there's unlimited capacity, and you can also leave the lobby if you change your mind about wanting to play after joining it, before you were stuck in the game. One of the things I'm most happiest with from the point of view of the community, and being able to all sort of take part together. Danger Zone is pretty brutal in that if you're out in the first round, that's it for the next hour. You've got nothing to do on the stream. Well, that is no longer the case. You'll remember the big dead space that used to be on the red that just populated the names. That is now a second lobby. So if you go out of the game, you can still answer the questions, you can still take part, and it will still calculate. You don't get points, and you lose your nerfs and your multipliers if you go over there, but it will still respond to how many questions you got correct. So even if you go out in the first round, you can still answer them, and you get a total for the total number of questions. So there's more reason for people to stick around, which I think is nice. If you go out in round 1, it can be a bit of a bore. So you get to. So yeah, Queen and King of the Boneyard, as score count says. So that's quite cool. The boost at the start of the round, if you come first, second, or third, before you just got 3, 2, or 1, which is good in the later rounds when there's fewer players, but earlier on, if there's sort of 24 players in the lobby, 3 points doesn't make a huge amount of difference. So now, the boost is equal to, it's a slightly strange way of doing it, but the boost is equal to, for first place, total number of people in the lobby divided by 2. Second place, total number of people in the lobby divided by 3. Third place, total number of people in the lobby divided by 4. So it's not perfect, and it's not a perfectly even distribution. You might end up with like 9, 7, and 4 or something like that. But it is more weighted towards the relevance. That boost gives more relevance in subsequent rounds rather than just being 3, 2, or 1. Big thing from my point of view, maybe it'll be something that you guys will benefit from in due course, and certainly in terms of it not breaking, it's something you'll benefit from. Before, I used to have to write all the questions in the code, and if I made a single typo, it could break the whole game. You've seen it before where the game runs and it will just freeze after a question comes up, or after the countdown runs out, the question won't come up. That's because there's a typo in one of the questions and it just soft locks the whole game and I have to restart it, which is a real bore, especially if you're in like round 3. I've gotten around that by writing a custom question writer app, a bit like for Millionaire in the code. So I can now write the questions directly into that, it compiles them into JSON, and it's just got a much safer way of compiling the questions. So hopefully, my internet connection notwithstanding, there should be fewer crashes and breakages as a result of this, which is really good. So that is assuming my internet decides to stay alive, which I obviously have no control over. Where's my sticky note gone? This is something quite cool. There's now a toggleable display. Thanks, Amy. I'm really buzzing about this. I am super buzzy about it. So I hope that my excitement is what's the word where it rubs off? catching. There's now toggleable displays, so rather than it just being static, there's more space for stuff, so it's easier to read stuff because I made the columns narrower, but I can toggle between two things. So the nerf lifelines and the points versus danger zone, questions versus danger zone appearances on one, and then the points you've got. Oh, and there's a new thing which shows the order. So rather than me going, who was fastest, blah, 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 there's now a button I can press and it will just show me at a glance. So that will, I think, just save time and just make it a bit cleaner. There's an inbuilt Hall of Fame as well, which I do want to add a little panda emoji to for anyone who ever manages to do that, which hasn't been done yet. But there is an internal Hall of Fame. It's a bit simple at the moment. It's got capacity for 44. I figured that will do for now, and Future Flush can think about that because the amount of games of Danger Zone we played in a year, 44 is going to last us quite a long time. And I figured by the time we get to that point, Future Flush will know what to do about it. So, but there is an internal Hall of Fame which will store locally whoever wins on the machine, which is great. And finally, there's some more color coding. So if you're in a tiebreaker now, it's more obvious who's eligible to take part. You go yellow if you're in a tiebreaker now. Just general GUI improvements. So it all looks a lot sharper. And I've got a big vote of thanks to Ash and to Block and to Panda, who have been really good with giving me feedback. Ash particularly gave me a really good tip on making the text look a lot sharper and a lot clearer, which I'm hoping you can tell already. Ash also got some really good feedback on the music, as did Alex, and Panda as well, just general gameplay feedback and some more stuff that we are going to discuss. The reason we're playing it tonight and not next Tuesday is because I actually finished everything I wanted to do. It's not finished apart from this one thing which I might fix and I need to do the Hall of Fame. No, it's done, finished, done. But that having been said, there may be things that go wrong still, because it's the first time it's gone out live. I'm hoping there won't be, but there may be, and there may be things that crop up that hadn't occurred to me that might need to change. So please bear with me if that does come up. Apart from all that, it's the Danger Zone you know and love. Good evening, Matt. Welcome to the stream. You've missed the explication at the beginning there, but hopefully you'll catch the gist as we go on. Yeah, P plates on it. So if you're all ready. Why does that window keep freezing? My actual Twitch window in Chrome keeps freezing, and my computer's having a stroke, I think. Right, if you're all ready, let's open this lobby and get this show on the road. There's a code if you want to come and play. Pop it in, either whispers or public chat. So my dynamic Danger Zone is still dynamic, and you can now leave the lobby as well as join it. This scrolls up and down. This ideally would populate from the top rather than from the middle, but this was the only way I could actually make it work for now. So hopefully this will do. Very bejeweled is its score count. We're up to 25, which is one of the highest things we've had so far. We've not... Oh, Samster is the only player who's been truncated. Sorry, Samster, your name has had the R chopped off the end because of the way I programmed it. So let me just show you down the points here. That's the general points column that you know and love. That will show you the order in which you answer the questions. That was someone just leaving the game there. That will show you the order in which you answer the questions. Obviously, it's nothing at the moment. So times 2, orange will mean that you haven't used your multiplier yet. Green will mean it is currently active. And red will mean it is spent. As to nerf over here, green means it is still active and it will get a red cross once you have used it. To use your nerf, it's N. So the options you have are A, B, C, D, and N. And again, either public chat or Persephone's Twitch bot if you want to try and game this a little bit. It will only accept your first answer. It won't accept any answers after you've already submitted your answer. Okay. Thank you, Toboy. Yeah, it's taken some time to grow on me as well because I've gotten used to it. I think no, it's not right, it's wrong, but you know, it'll take some getting used to. So it's A, B, C, D, N, and there is a little opportunity for tactics. If you type your actual answer to the chat and then an N into the chat, it might make people think you're nerfing the answer. Thank you for the follow there, Clark C. Wilcox. Do come and join the game if you'd like to try out the all-new Danger Zone version 2. So yeah, there's ability for some gaming, and you can now use your multiplier at the start of the round as normal with 3 exclamation marks because backwards compatibility, or you can just type M That's M for Mike, for multiplier at the start. And everything else is the same. You can only use your multiplier at the start, use it before round 5, or you lose it. Same with the nerf, use it before round 5, or you lose it. You can use your nerf at any time. You can use your multiplier only at the start, and it will double the points for the round. The rest of it is the same. At the end of the round, if you're in the danger zone, you are eliminated from play, even if it's the first time you've been in there. So we've got a danger zone size of 5, which is hella scary, which is a final of 5 as well, as that currently stands. So M or 3 exclamation marks, yeah, Carl, either or. 26, here's Matt the Ref. If we get one more, we go to a danger zone of 6, which would be the scariest thing in the world. There we go. Welcome, Clark C. Wilcox. Yeah, danger zone sign of 6. I don't think we've had this before. You're in danger of making my scroll rect go off the end. So yes, I can toggle between those two on the fly, which is good. So that shows you danger zone appearances and your total questions. Round 5, same as always, total number of questions. Thank you very much for the Follow the Masters one. Welcome to the stream. Do come and join the lobby if you'd like to play. We'll be locking it up in a few minutes. Yeah, round 5, total number of questions correct, minus number of appearances in the danger zone. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Starskunk. Very grateful to you. Welcome to the family. Lovely to have you here. You're very welcome, and thank you for the sub. Just a reminder for anyone who's not in the Discord, you can come and join right there. So what Nerf does, Random Zombie, is that it basically kills the question. You get so if there were 28 people, you would get exactly 14 flat rate for that question, no matter when you answer. It doesn't count towards your total questions correct. That's something I should have added if you nerf it. So if you nerf the first question, it will still say questions correct 0. Okay. It also doesn't affect the ordering. So if you nerf first and then someone answers correctly, the person who answered correctly is still the first person to answer and gets the maximum points. Okay. So it's basically like it nerfs the question, it takes it out, you get some points, but you don't get the bonuses for it. So if it's one if you think I have no clue on this and I don't want to guess, you can nerf the question, and it will show me who has nerfed as well. Right. That's enough chat. The rest of it is as we know. You're answering letters A, B, C, or D, or N to nerf. Remember, you've got one nerf for the whole game, not per round, for the whole game, so use it wisely. You can't use nerfs or multipliers if you end up eliminated over in the other lobby. Right, I'm going to lock this lobby up. 28. Yeah, I wanted to use that tiebreaker sting a bit more. The tiebreaker should all work as well. I had some interesting things in testing earlier on. Right, welcome to Danger Zone. The lobby has been locked and 28 players have entered the arena. The standard Danger Zone size is 6. The game will begin shortly. So that Danger Zone size will change and adapt depending who is in it. So if you are tied in the Danger Zone position, I'm such a fidget tonight. I'm so nervous and hyped. If there's a tie for the top place of the Danger Zone. Good question, Colin. No, a nerf does not get multiplied. That's a really good question, something I should have remembered. It's a flat rate of points. So 28 players in this first round, a nerf will be worth 14 points and no more, even if you're multiplied. Okay. So, I'm really scared now. I've got to press the right button. So I'm going to reveal the first category. And you will have 15 seconds to make your decision as to whether or not you're going to use your multiplier. Remember, multiplier will double the points you get for the round. Let's reveal that first category. M or 3 exclamation marks to the chat or the bot if you'd like to use a multiplier on round 1, which is fictional doggos. Puzzle Dan has activated his multiplier. Anyone else? Couple more, Drahuska, Starskunk. Okay, there's your time up. So 3 multipliers activated there. Drahuska, Starskunk, and Puzzle Dan in this first round. They will get double points for this round. And their multipliers are now gone. They cannot use them again. So, as the title suggests, this is a round all about the subject of dogs from fiction. Okay, combination of different fictional walks of life. At the end of the round, we will lose 6 people. 6 people will be eliminated and go over to the boneyard on the right, but you are welcome to carry on with just the total number of questions, playing for the king or queen of the boneyard, as it were. If you're all ready, the very best of luck in this first round is A, B, C, or D, or N to nerf, to the bot, or into public chat, whichever you prefer. I personally prefer the bot, but it's up to you. Very best of luck. All 28 of you. For the first time, let's play Danger Zone 2. No, let's play Danger Zone 2 is going to work. That's not going to be a thing. Let's play Danger Zone. Okay, question number 1. In Family Guy, Brian had a long-term relationship with Gillian, a character voiced by which actress? A. Cameron Diaz, B. Michelle Pfeiffer, C. Drew Barrymore, D. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Oh, just locking in time there, Towboy and the Masters, but incorrect, unfortunately. So that text message just a little bit overlapping, so that's something I need to do because I haven't actually tested it with full question-sized questions. That's something I'll look at. Let's see how we did there. Storm Vision was first, Brig Bother second, 8 Minky third, score count fourth. Keshi was 5th there. Other people getting it right: Connor, JPB, Kazvez, Dogfish, Samster, and Clark C. Wilcox. Everyone else was wrong there. No one deciding to nerf on that one. Which is give me some time as well. I might take me a bit of time to get into the flow of things. So yes, lots of points available there, but lots of wrong answers as well. So we're going to have a deep old danger zone. Yeah, not many of us knowing the answer. It was in fact C. Drew Barrymore. So we can see that Danger Zone line has moved right up to encompass everyone from 12th position down because they've got no points, and those marks will count against you later on with 1 Danger Zone appearance right there. Though of course you've still got lots of time to get out. We're only going to lose 6 of you at the end of the round. Okay, fingers on buzzers then. A, B, C or D, or nerf if you like. Here is question number 2. Storm Vision in the lead, followed by Brig, then 8 Minky. Question 2. What is the name of Mickey Mouse's dog? A. Fido, B. Rover, C. Pluto, D. Goofy. Everybody locked in? And yes, a reminder, the general rules apply in that the faster you answer, the more points you get. Everyone was correct there, apart from Puzzle Dan. Who was fastest? Random Zombie was fastest, followed by Storm Vision, and then Carr the 7th. 8 Minky was 4th, Towboy was 5th. Again, no nerfs being used in this question. So lots of points going out there, and all of us, apart from Puzzle Dan, apparently knowing that the correct answer was Pluto. See Pluto, name of Mickey Mouse's dog. So up at the top, we've got Storm Vision, 8 Minky and Keshi Head, 55, 51, 47. Danger Zone, even though there's good scoring players down there, 13, 11, 9, 5, 4 and 0. It contains Bill Kiasco, Cetra, Poker Joker, Cola, The Masters and Puzzle Dan. But you've got 3 more questions to find your way out of there. And of course, Puzzle Dan has got that multiplier active, which could be very, very helpful later on. And all players still have their nerf intact. Let's go on. Question number 3. In which Dickens novel does the lapdog Jip feature? A. Great Expectations, B. Our Mutual Friend, C. David Copperfield, D. Little Dorrit. Okay, nice big field of green. Keshi, Score, Kaz, Dogfish, Towboy, Clive, Tyson, Drahuska, Cetra and Cola, either incorrect or timing out there. A few nerfs being used at this point. Who was fastest? Storm Vision was 1st, Brig was 2nd, Lingo was 3rd, 8th, 4th, Carr the 7th, 5th. A lot of nerfs being played though there. Puzzle Dan, The Masters, Bill Kiasco, Starskunk, Ash, Matt the Ref, Connor and JPB all using up their nerfs. Question 3 of round 1. That could, so there's a lot of 14s going on there. I'm not quite sure what that's going to mean for people. With a lot of people using it, it might actually end up being less useful than if only a few people had. So the answer there, I can't actually remember this one. I think it's C. I think it's David Copperfield. Let's have a look, shall we? It is. It's C, David Copperfield. And that has had a massive impact on the leaderboard. Storm Vision is still up at the top, 83. 8 Minky 2nd with 76. Brig is in 3rd with 60. Down in the danger zone, though, we've got the Masters, Tyson Bane, Drahuska, Puzzle Dan, Cetra, and Cola now. 4 of those 6 have still got their nerfs. The Masters and Puzzle Dan have used their nerfs, which could be cause for alarm. But Drahuska and Puzzle Dan also have their multipliers active, which could make a big difference if they're right and fast. 28 players here, which was a total of 56 points, not 54. 56 points potentially for those 2 for getting the question right. Could propel them right up to the top end. 2 more questions to get out of the danger zone. We'll bring Matt in after this, give us some stats, see what he makes of all the new bells and whistles and the new features. Let's see what we think. Here is question number 4. Question 4 then. In the Harry Potter series, who owns a dog called Fang? A. Lord Voldemort, B. Arthur Weasley, C. Rubius Hagrid, D. Albus Dumbledore. Everyone locked in? And again, everyone right, apart from Puzzle Dan there. Puzzle Dan failing to find the correct answer. It looks like there have been a couple of nerfs used there. I'm seeing a couple of 14s. Let's have a closer look there. Storm Vision was first and fastest, followed by Bill Fiasco, and then Keshi was third, Starskunk fourth, and Random Zombie fifth. And just Cetra and Cola Cola there, electing to use their nerfs. Is that going to be enough to give them a leg up out of the danger zone? We'll have to have a look. Where are the most points actually falling at this point? It's 50 to Starskunk there, 25 doubled up with that multiplier. That's going to be really, really helpful and might put Starskunk up towards the top end. Let's reveal the correct answer. Most of us there knowing it was in fact C. Rubius Hagrid, the keeper of keys and grounds at Hogwarts. Now, let's look at the danger zone first, because we've got 7 people in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Including 2 people with multipliers, but only 3 with nerfs. Remember, the nerf can be a double-edged sword. It's only worth 14, which at this point might not be that helpful. So at the moment there is a tie, and that tie does need to be broken before we get into the next round. Up at the other end, Storm Vision is in first with 111, 8 Minky in second with 85, Starskunk in third with 78. I'm just going to bring Matt in. Matt, are you, before you talk there, Matt, I need to undeafen myself both here and there. Assuming you're, yes you are, lovely. Let me undeafen there, and let me undeafen in OBS. Matt, welcome.
Switch my mic on first. Hello, good evening.
Hi, I'm just going to give you a little bit more sound because you're very, very quiet on my end. Going to bump you up a bit. What's your read?
Well, nerf sort of adds another mathematical equation to it. I'll try and make of it what I can. So, surprisingly, the only player that is mathematically safe at this point is Storm Vision.
Really?
From second downwards yet, because Jahuska's got the multiplier down the bottom there. So if he got this first and, or she got this first and correct and first, 56 points puts us up to 96. So yeah, there is that. But 8 Minky could always guarantee their safety by hitting the nerf button.
Of course.
As far as everyone down the bottom, Puzzle Dan isn't out of the woods yet either. Right down the bottom there, a multiplier available there. Cola Cola also could get themselves out of this. So basically, Storm Vision can just kick back and relax. Actually, with the 28 points, yeah, Storm Vision is guaranteed top 2.
Okay.
So don't really have to worry about it too much. But yeah, let's see what happens with the last question.
Lovely stuff. Thank you very much, Matt. I'm just going to turn the in-game volume down because it's very difficult to. Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. I think I've just changed the overlay rather dramatically. Yes, I have. Did not mean to do that. I've clicked something and dragged something. Sorry, let me get that back right. In my excitement, I appear to have resized all the window. Let me see if I can fix that. Yeah, the audio is, the levels aren't quite right, so apologies if it's not quite together. Yeah, overlay changed. Yeah, I boosted Matt a bit. I don't know if Matt's quiet or if the music is loud or what it is, but I have turned the in-game music down just a little bit. Comments from the chat, Matt saying that 8 Minky is safe because even though Drahuska can overtake, not everybody else can. So something to watch out for. Right, there's one more question in this round. Let's see how you fare. There is a tie in the danger zone at the moment that needs to be broken. Here's question number 5. In the cartoon Tom and Jerry, what breed of dog is Spike? A bloodhound, B a Great Dane, C a pug, or D an American bulldog? Everyone locked in. Okay, most people right, but not everybody. Storm, Connor, Bill Fiasco, and Tyson Bain getting that one wrong. Tyson Bain getting it wrong while in the danger zone. That is normally a bad sign that we're about to say farewell. Let's take a closer look. Dogfish was actually first there, followed by Clive of Legend, and then Starskunk for third. Ash was fourth, Samster fifth. No nerfs being activated there. Just the 4 players incorrect. Let's just have a look at Danger Zone appearances so far. So the Masters and Cetra both with 4 Danger Zone appearances. Anyone with 5 questions correct? Yes, Brig Bother's got all 5 right, as has Samster, as has 8 Minky. So, and as has Clark C. Wilcox, I beg your pardon. So you will see that the disparity of having 5 right up at the top and right down near the bottom is really about how fast you can answer these questions as well as how accurate you can be. So, let's resolve this board and reveal the correct answer and see if we've still got a tie down in the danger zone. The correct answer to this is actually D, an American Bulldog. And there we go, we have resolved the danger zone. We've got 6 players in there, which is what we expected. The winner of the group is Starskunk this round with 130, thanks in no small part to that multiplier. Storm Vision in second with 111 and 8 Minky in third with 106. Of course, Starskunk has now spent their multiplier and their nerf, so might have a bit of an uphill struggle from here after this brief moment of glory, because remember your scores are reset to 0 apart from your boost at the start of the next round. So Starskunk, Storm Vision, 8 Minky, you will get a boost going forward. I can't tell you exactly what it is. We'll find out in a minute. I think Starskunk will get 11, and then the rest you'll see when we get there. Keshi Head, Brick Bother, Random Zombie, Scorecount, Carl the 7th, Dogfish, Clark C. Wilcox, JPB, Clive of Legend, Matt the Ref, Samster, Ash the Bash, Connor, Drahuska, Lingomaniac, Dr. Mummy, Bilkiasco, Kazvez, and The Masters. Just, you will be joining Starskunk, Storm Vision, and 8 Minky, and your scores will be reset to 0. Congratulations. I will see you in round 2. However, Toadboy, Poker Joker, Cetra, Puzzle Dan, Cola Cola, and Tyson Bain. Tough start, but unfortunately, and only 1 of you had used a multiplier, 3 of you had used your nerfs. You are now going to lose those lifelines, but you get to carry on with the game over in the eliminated players lobby. But unfortunately, Toadboy, Poker Joker, Cetra, Puzzle Dan, Cola Cola, and Tyson Bain, it is the end of the round. You are in the danger zone, which means we have to say goodbye. Some things never change, and look at this, Poker Joker has actually got 4 of those questions right, and yet, in the danger zone, eliminated from the game. RIP. But please do feel free to carry on over in that eliminated players lobby. It will still accept your answers either in whispers or in public chat. As for everybody else, congratulations, you are through to round 2. And we start it all over again. Your scores go back down to 0 or very near to 0. Most of you have still got multipliers active. Only 2 of you who are still alive have used your multipliers. I wonder if anyone is going to use their multiplier on the next round. 3 exclamation marks or an M for Mike for multiplier into either the public chat or to Persephone's Twitch bot when the round is revealed. You've got 15 seconds to make up your mind. Round 2. The category is lyrics. Just lyrics. No one multiplying? Is that no one, or do we got a problem? Yeah.
We do have a problem. I tried to put my multiplier in, and according to the chat, so did score as well.
Right. Great. Ugh. Why are you dead, bot? Is it Persephone's Twitch bot is dead? Okay, what's going on there then? Let me see what I can do. I'm not having more information to go on. I don't know if it's the bot's died, if my internet has done something funny. It won't be Nightbot, it'll be Persephone's Twitch bot. Right, let me screen cap what's going on here, just in case I do need to reset, because I can manipulate stuff slightly if I need to go back to this point. I don't know if it's just been overloaded, it's just been overwhelmed by stuff, or if I've just not set something correctly. All I can suggest for now is that we carry on and maybe...
Yeah, 8 Minky said that she never put the message in the chat.
What now?
So, according to 8 Minky, said that Persephone didn't put in the chat the category for the...
No, I caught that, and I'm now thinking... No, I didn't accidentally put it on test mode. Stephanie,
and
why are you
then
doing
also,
that? Yeah.
Also, apologies. The Masters one put their multiplier into the Twitch chat, so it's not just.
Yeah, no, I caught that. Let me have a look at the code, see what's happening. Although, say, with it not doing anything, it's kind of difficult to gauge. Has she just died? Why would she just die? I haven't got anything in my console that suggests it's come offline. I'm going to hope that maybe I've just... Oh, because she didn't send anything in.
She's not in the moderators list for me in the Twitch chat.
Okay. I need...
She's not in the user list.
Right. No, she's not for me either. Where's she gone? Right. What I'm going to suggest is that we start the first question and see what happens. See if it was a little blip. And if not, then I will have to figure something out. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Because this always works. Let's have a look at the first question. If you're ready, it's lyrics. So you need to tell me the next line of the song is basically what's going on here. You'll get the first line and you have to tell me what the next line will be. Okay. If everyone's ready, and hopefully the bot will just come back, fingers crossed, let's play DangerZone. Well, that's still working. Okay, let's see what's happening. Oh, right.
And there we go.
That's, it's not a soft lock though, bang, yeah. It's got socket exception and established connection was aborted by the software in your host machine. That's a new bug.
That sounds like a Twitch API break.
That sounds like that's out of my hands.
That sounds like a Twitch API break.
Twitch connection dropped. Ash, advice on that? Egg, I'm just going to turn you down because whereas Matt is
Cool.
enormously quiet, you're enormously loud. So just drop you down a minute. Red flag game suspended. Twitch connection dropped. Periodically retry connected when that happens. Yeah, I sort of do. I've got my sort of ping pong thing going on in the code. And it should just automatically try and reconnect. Really. See, my coding's fine. So that's out of my hands. Unless it's just my internet having a momentary flummox. I mean, stopping and starting it again would work. But we have got the problem of having the ordering. I mean, if people want to try and play it honest, I can now... It might be Twitch's end in the first way. Okay. What I'm going to suggest is that I can rework it so that the question ordering is the same. Oh, okay, so it might be that Twitch is shitting itself, messing itself at the moment. What I can do, because I've got the question order here, the master question order, I can take a screenshot of that and I can put that back in exactly as it was. And what we can do as a Twitch chat is we can restart the game. Right. Restart the game, and if everyone promises to be honest about it, I will put everything back as it was, and you answer as you did. The points might not be exact, but if you can use your nerfs in the way you did and your multipliers in the way you did, and if you are eliminated, eliminate yourselves in the way you did. Write me 5 need dog questions real quick. Yeah. All I can think of is that I'm going to have to just press the stop button and start again and see if it reconnects. I've got down the list of the order of the questions and the people who are in and the people who are out. So it's up to you. If I would encourage you to be as honest as possible. Right. While we do the opening credits, I'm going to repopulate the list in the order it was in before, which is 21430 67598. 67598 17, 15, 18 17, 15, 18, 16 19, 14, 13, 10, 11, 12, 13, 10, 11, 12, 24, 22, 23, 21, 20, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Okay, the question order will now be exactly the same. Exactly the same as before. I can't tell you exactly what points everybody got before, if Twitch decides it even wants to work. Let's find out, shall we? MSOAI.
Oh, we have Stephanie's.
Yeah, she's back. Oh, we've got more players than last time. No, we had 28 last time. So if we want it to be an exact replication of last time, which is probably the only fair way of doing this,
I'm happy enough joining in if it makes the.
I can add some test players who can be auto eliminated. That's not a problem, Egg. But if you want to join in, you're welcome to.
I wasn't here at the start, so I shall sit out.
My silly old idiotic aunt. I like that sound stuff. Right, so just to get this back up to where we were, let's pop some test players in, who will get auto. Oh no, that's not a good idea actually, because then we're going to get people. Oh, hang on, who got eliminated? And who's not here? So it's Poker Joker here. So Poker Joker's not here. Did Toad Boy come back in? Toad Boy didn't come back in. Did Tyson Bane come back in?
Tyson did. Yeah.
Tyson did. Did Cola come back in? Yes.
Yes.
Did Cetra? Yes.
Cetra, yes.
Did Puzzle Dan? Yes. So there's one. Yes, he did.
Dan did. Yes.
So there's one person who's not back. So actually, Egg, if you wanted to come back in and eliminate yourself in the first round, then I can. Oh no, here's Kazfez. Well, I can still remove a lobby player now. Seriously, Egg, if you want to come in and play, then do so.
Ah, so good. I will try and see if I can get back in on the code if need be.
Okie dokie. So, we're playing on Honour here. It's the first 5 questions. We're playing on Honour. The players I'm expecting to see eliminated are Poker Joker, Toad Boy, Tyson Bane, Cola, Cetra, and Puzzle Dan. You can still then carry on in the eliminated players lobby. That's fine. And I'm expecting to see Starskunk, Stormvision, and 8Minky in 1, 2, and 3. See if you can work that out amongst yourselves. And I'm expecting you, if you use your multiplier or your nerf, I'm expecting you to use it again. Good sportsmanship here. We've got the same number of players, albeit some different players, and a couple of bot players to make it up. Right. Hopefully, we'll just race through this round and then we'll carry on as normal. So here's a category. Multipliers in. And if we're playing the honour code here, it was Clive of Legend. No, it wasn't. It was Starskunk and Drahuska and one of the players who got eliminated. Starskunk and Drahuska. And Puzzle Dan. That was it. Okay, straight in. Let's play DangerZone, etc, etc, etc. Sorry about Twitch's little moment there. There we go. Perfect. So just play it as honestly as you can, and we'll try and get up to where we were last time. Lobby players, why you no answer? Okay, points and positions, yada 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 yada, reveal. Okay, that looks similar to before. Let's have the next question.
Yeah, the answers are randomised.
Yeah, the answers are randomised every time. The answers are in a different place every time. That's something else that I've added in. But the order of the questions will be exactly the same. The order of the questions come up. And reveal